Damion, it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a chance to catch up and talk about Whitworth men's basketball. Before we talk about this past weekend, let's jump back to trip to California just before the Christmas break and 3 tough games down there. The first 2 didn't go our way. What did we learn about this team from that trip?
Yeah, it feels like forever ago already. Things move so quickly. They were 3 good teams. All of them are really like top 100 teams, and so we got challenged in different ways. I think the Pitzer game was disappointing for us. We really let that get away from us. We had a good lead and didn't take care of the ball. Didn't get good shots in the second half. Let them chip away, and then eventually push it to overtime where we weren't able to finish. So that was disappointing. But we needed to find better poise. And find better shots in the second half, and then we competed against CMS, which is a really good team. They're a top 20 team and undefeated thus far. Really tough team, kind of a throwback, pound the ball inside, 1990s style to them. And I thought we competed really well. We just ultimately again had too many turnovers in that game. That was the story. Our defense was pretty good. Our shooting was pretty good. I was proud of the way we competed, but again, we need to take care of the ball. And then we put together pretty much a complete game against Chapman. Maybe gave up too many points in the second half, but got out on top. And I thought that was a good rebound after 2 tough games down there. So ultimately, it was a successful trip. I would have for sure liked to have the first one back because I think that's one that we gave away a bit. I know that, in a rematch, I think we can do a lot better against CMS. So I was proud of the effort that they gave in that game, though.
Talk about what that trip meant for this team in terms of cohesion and team building.
It's always great to get on the road. I mean, California is a great place to go in December when you're used to not the great weather. So it was a lot of fun. It was a good time for the guys, and we got a chance to spend an afternoon at the beach and all of that off the court stuff. Those are the things that the guys, really remember and take from their experience as a student athlete, maybe as much or more than the contests on the court. So I think it was valuable for us.
This past weekend, you opened Northwest Conference play with a couple of home victories. Willamette was a stiff early test, and then Pacific took us right down to the wire. Talk about what you saw from the team this weekend.
First of all, both those teams play really, really hard. I have tremendous respect for the way they play the game, the way they battle, they're tough, they force a lot of turnovers, which is, again, something that we're trying to improve, especially just the unforced ones. I think those are the things that brought Pacific back into the game, along with some really, really good play making on the other side. I mean, they had some players really in the second half just hit shots, and I thought that was a great Northwest Conference competitive game. I would think from a fan standpoint, even if you're a Whitworth fan and you don't want to see them chipping away at the lead and making it a close battle. It was a really fun game, and ended with a buzzer beater, which is again a great memory. I wish it didn't come down to that, but I'm glad we got out on top.
This week you're going to hit the road in conference for the first time. Whitman on Tuesday night, a team you're very familiar with. The first battle of wits of the season, and then on Saturday, a very familiar face coaching on the other side. Talk about what challenges Whitman and Linfield will present.
Well, I mean, I think Whitman's a team that's been trying to find themselves a bit, and I think that ultimately they're probably a better team than they're definitely a better team than their record shows. So every time the Wits meet each other, it seems to be a battle. So we expect it to be a hard-fought contest on Tuesday. They have a lot of front court players that are big and strong and get to the basket, and that'll certainly be a test for us. And then obviously, coaching against a former coach that was here at Whitworth, that'll be interesting in itself and provide its own little little challenge. A lot of the senior class were recruited by Elijah, so there's some sentimental feelings in that. And obviously, when we're not playing them, we wish them the best and hope for his success. But it'll be interesting, battling against him and regardless, hopefully for those 40 minutes, we can compete and come out on top. But it'll be a fun thing for us, and I think for those guys to even just be able to see Elijah and compete against him.